Do you ever compare yourself to people unfairly most of the time in such a way that makes you feel bad about yourself? There's a little comparison devil that sits on your shoulder telling you you'll never be as good as someone else, or you'll never be as good a mom as someone else that you know, or someone in your friendship group. Well, you're not alone in that. Most of us at some point or other, for probably every day of their lives, will fight with a comparison devil. And I'm going to, in this video, give you a couple of tips to beat the comparison devil and to use it in your favour. So first off, I want to start the video by saying, look, we're not immune to this. Like I said before, most of us at some point or other will suffer from a visit from the comparison devil. And I'm not immune from that. There are often times when I look at people and I wish I was as good at, I don't know, deadlifting, or as fast a runner, or as good a dad as some people that I see. But we have to learn to harness that energy that we're putting into this negative comparison thought, feeding the comparison devil that sits on our shoulder, and use it to help us get further in what we want to do. There was a really good quote from Theodore Roosevelt, and in that he said, "Comparison is the thief of joy," and I totally agree with him, and I don't think a truer word has been said. But on that comparison, I think there's a couple of different parts to it. Now, I'm not talking about comparing yourself to a movie star or to a sporting hero, because the gulf is so wide, then I don't think in our hearts of hearts we truly are properly comparing ourselves with them. Where I think comparison gets a little bit sticky is where we're comparing ourselves to people close to home, where there's not so much of a distance between us and them. And now these could be people within our family, within our social groups, people down the gym, people who we consider to be equals, basically. Now that can be really negative and that can really stump our progress. So I'm going to go through a few tips to help you beat the comparison devil. So number one, is it really fair to compare yourself to this person? And in that I mean, has this person gone through the same life as you? Has this person got the same body fat as you, the same metabolism as you? Have they been training with the exact same equipment, with the same personal trainer? Have they been training for the same days? Do they eat the same food as you? If that's true, then you can compare your progress to that of the person that you're thinking about. If that's not true, and for 99.9% of people that is the case, is it really fair to compare yourself with that person? Another quote, this time from John Acuff, states, "Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle." And I think that's really poignant in the fact that you don't know what stage of the journey that those people are on. My second tip is, what else could you be doing with all this time that you're currently spending thinking about and comparing yourself to this other person? So this, rather than sitting there spending time thinking negative thoughts and unfairly beating yourself up because you don't compare with that other person, you could be spending that time going out, doing your extra exercise session, working on your personal best, looking up that healthy recipe, or seeking support from a professional. My third tip is, think about your strengths and what you're good at. Perhaps that other person is looking at you thinking exactly the same thing. I wish I was a better parent. I wish I was better at running my business. I wish I was better at cooking. Whatever your strengths are, build upon those strengths rather than spending time considering your weaknesses and being pulled down into the doldrums with them. So my fourth tip is to be aware of your feelings and turn those negative feelings of comparison into ones of inspiration and motivation. So for instance, we're down the gym and we see someone can run 100 metres faster than we can. Immediately we start to beat ourselves up. We think, well, I could never run that quick. They must have a better trainer than me. Oh, if only I could run like that, then I would be a much better person. So I hope you found this video useful, and if it resonated with you, then please leave some comments below. Also below is a link to my Facebook group, Fitbox Family, where I share lots of tips and advice. So if you'd like to join that, please just click on the link and that'll take you through to the group. So looking forward to speaking to you soon.